Structure of the flower. Structure of a flower. What is the flower? Flower is what? Modified stem. Modified stem is called as flower. Now the flower, uh, they contain some organ, all essential and accessory organ. Now first part in the flower basically consists of the four organ. It consists of four part. Okay, four part. The first part of the flower is what? That is the calyx. Second is what? Corolla. Calyx in another name is what? Sepal. Or corolla another name is what? Petal. So corolla, this calyx is what? Green structure. These are the green leaf like structure. Green leaf like structure. Present just below the flower. Now the corolla. These are the attractive parts of the flower. These are the what? Attractive or colorful parts of a flower. So this calyx and corolla, these two both part is called as what? Accessory part. This all part is called as accessory part. This is what? Accessory part of the plant. This calyx and corolla. But now the flower which also have some essential part. Essential part of the flower. The essential part of the flower, the first part is what? Androecium. Androecium. These are the male reproductive part or the male part. This androecium, they also contain anther, or anther produce the pollen grain. So anther, they produce the pollen grain. So pollen grain, they reach on the stigma, they start to the germinate. Now the androecium is male gamete, and the second part is what? Gynoecium. Gynoecium is called as the female gamete. Gynoecium is called as what? Female gamete. Is a female gamete. So androecium and gynoecium, these are the gamete. Now this gynoecium, they generally produce the ovary. The gynoecium ovary produce the ova or the egg. Ova or egg is what? Female reproductive part, or pollen grain is what? Male reproductive part. So these are the essential part of the flower, or these are the accessory part of the flower. These are the accessory part, or these are the essential part. Now the flower, they contain the flower contain either male or female. The flower which contain either male and female is called unisexual flower. Is called as unisexual flower. Now this unisexual flower, they are also called as the incomplete flower. Example of the incomplete flower. Example, watermelon. Watermelon is the example of incomplete flower. Papaya is another example of papaya is another example of the incomplete flower. So first is a that is the complete flower, and second is what? Incomplete flower. The next word we discuss, that is the now next is what? Like complete flower. Okay, complete flower. Complete flower. Complete flower. Complete flower. The flower contain both male and female, both male and female gamete, both male and female part. The flower which contain both male and female reproductive part, is called as complete flower. Is called as complete flower. Example of the complete flower is the example rose, hibiscus is the example of complete flower. Okay, now we draw the diagram of flower. The flower which consists of these are the leaf like structure, or this leaf like structure of the flower. Firstly we draw the this ovary, stigma, anther. These are the stigma part, these are the style part, these are the pollen tube. Now here the flower which consists of this tube like structure or this green like structure, this green part of the flower, these are called as what? Calyx. This part is called as what? Calyx. Okay, calyx. These are the calyx. Or this swollen part is called as what? That is the thalamus. This swollen part is called as what? Thalamus part. So these are the thalamus like structure. So these are the thalamus. These are the thalamus. Or these are the last stalk. Okay. So the flower will contain the like the numerous ovary. Okay. So these are the ovary like structure. Or ovary inside contain the ovule or the ova. These are the ova, or these are the ovary. Okay. Now the flower, they contain the some attractive parts. So these are the attractive parts of the flower. So these attractive parts of the flower is considered as the this attractive part. This is the accessory part, or this is called as what? Corolla. These are the corolla, or these are the calyx. So calyx and corolla, these are the basic part. Now we draw the next part. These are the male reproductive part is the anther. So these are the anther part. So these are the anther part. The anther which contain the anther will produce the pollen grain. So here what happened? This fiber like structure or the thread like structure is called a filament. These are the filament, and this part and this yellow color part is called as what? They are the anther part. So these are the anther part. So these are the anther. Now this anther, they produce the pollen grain. So the anther, they produce the like the dot like structure or the pollen grain. These are the dusty particle pollen grain. So these are the pollen grain. Pollen grain produced by the anther. So this is all about the structure of the anther. Now this is the example of the hibiscus flower. Hibiscus flower. Example of the hibiscus flower. So this is all about the complete information of the flower, or the flower which consists of the male and female reproductive organ, complete flower. The flower which contain only female part or male part is called as the unisexual flower or incomplete flower. Thank you.